Welcome to the Lead Pedal Podcast with your host, Bruce Outridge, where he talks all things trucking. Now let's get rolling.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Lead Pedal Podcast. Today's a bonus episode that I am doing something that is with a place called Podcast-thon. Now, I thought this was important. I don't know of them. They came across my field. They are getting a collection of all different podcasts to talk about their favorite charities. And as you know, we have a number of favorite charities that we talk about here. We've got the Special Olympics that we work closely with. We've got our Trucking for a Cure that we work closely with. So I thought in this one here I would do one about Special Olympics. I recently did this on our Chords and Chrome show, so I thought I would air this with you. So check out Podcast-a-thon is what it's called. This organization is helping to, it's podcastathon.org, and you're going to see they want everybody to put their podcasts out from March 14th to March 20th, the same week. Everybody that deals with a charity and has a podcast is putting it out on the same week. So I thought we would do one here on Special Olympics, and I'm going to do one on Trucking for a Cure as well. But here you go. Here's me. I'm talking a little bit about the Special Olympics. It's now called Truck Ride for Special Olympics. We've been part of them for about 10 years, and here's some information on this great cause.
Be sure to share the podcast on your favorite social media channels.
One thing I wanted to talk about here really quick before we go was the Truck Ride for Special Olympics. So they've changed their date. That's one of the charities that Woodstock supports. They've changed their date. So it is now going to be on August 29th. It's usually the middle of September. It's going to be on August 29th, Saturday. And that's going to be at Burford. So they're going to be in the same fairgrounds as the Woodstock Truck Show. They were normally in Paris, Ontario. This is a fun day. If you've never been out with these guys, it's they at the height of them, they had almost like 150 trucks out. They usually average around 100, anywhere from 80 to 120. Around that 100 mark is what they do. And they have lead trucks. They raise money. The last few years, they've raised $85,000 for the Special Olympics. And the Special Olympics is one of the reasons that we do this. These people are just amazing. If there's one thing I like about it, is the people. It's great people that are volunteering and helping out. Great people that are receiving. I've met a lot of the athletes over the years, and a lot of these drivers come in year after year winning top 12, some of them are not always the lead truck, but usually a lot of them are always in the top 12. So Truck Ride for Special Olympics. There are a number of Special Olympics all around Ontario and actually in other provinces. I know there's it used to be called the Special Olympics Truck Convoy. They changed the name in the Ontario because of another convoy that was going on, and so now it's called truckride.ca. We've been a big part of this over the years. I've probably been part of this for the last, I'm going to say at least the last 10 years. Lead Pedal Media is always out there. We're usually DJing, covering media and stuff like that. Some of our trivia goes for that cause as well. So lots of stuff going on. So I urge you to get involved. So again, August 29th, you can create a team if you want. You can do whatever you need to do to get involved with the athletes. Really appreciate it. If you've ever come out to experience it, you'll know exactly what I mean. So all right, so there's some of the reasons that I like the Special Olympics, but really it's the other people involved and the athletes. And I want to share with you a great speech that was done at Special Olympics last year, where with a guy named Werner. He's got a special needs family member and has been very instrumental in part of it. He's been a big sponsor of it, and he had one of the most emotional speeches about the Special Olympics truck ride. And I want you to take a look at that, listen to that for sure. So here we go.
Thank you, Tammy and her group. They fed us, they directed us, they got us in and out safely. They've done this for 21 years, and I just had the fortunate opportunity to come on last year. The company I work for, CN, came in as a sponsor with me. They embraced it, and they have for the second year in a row. And then a small part of Team CNTL, we have 11 owner-operators here that came and brought their shiny metal. And they look great out there today, along with all the rest of the fantastic-looking iron. My God, you guys. There's some great-looking stuff out there. So I even had to ask about the really shiny trucks, and I'm told they work. They're not just show trucks. They are amazing, those ones at the end, those last 3 or 4 bobtails. Anyway, as a guy who used to drive, I've become a little bit of a foamer when I see some of this stuff. But overall, let's say thank you to everybody for doing this. This banner was a surprise to me. Tammy asked me to come out and hold it so you guys could see it when you came back. And as the parent of an athlete, what you guys do makes an incredible difference in lives. And that may not even begin to describe. The things I've seen in my, 17 years of Special Olympics, maybe more, with our daughter. Started with a group of 5 athletes in 2018, so it is 7 years. Look at me doing math on the fly. A group of 5 athletes in Grimsby is where I began. And we came in year 2, and we've now grown that program to 100 athletes, 50 volunteers that are very committed, and it's through things like this that help build that program. And with that building of a program, we build people. We build people up. We let them realize that they have the potential to do anything they want to do. Life doesn't always do that for our athletes, but these programs do that for our athletes. And I can go up here, I can be up here for hours talking about our program. We've had a wedding in our program. We've had a couple now. I think the second one's about to happen. We've had families get built. We've had friends, lifetime friends. I've watched my daughter gain friendships that will sustain for as long as they can. I've watched athletes travel the world to participate in events. I had a couple go to Italy this winter for World Special Olympics games. And that's the things that you guys do. By doing this event, it fosters all of that, it grows all of that. And to watch non-verbal athletes come and 2 years later, after coming to our program, you can't shut them up. Because they've built friendships and they're comfortable in their space and in their being. And they're comfortable being exactly who they are. And watching them reach their potential is, it's incredible to me. And I can't help but do this every time I talk about my guys. I call them my guys, I call them my kids. Some of them are older than I am, and I'm pretty old. But thank you to everybody here today for participating. You don't understand the impact until you hang out with these guys and understand what these programs do for people. For us as volunteers, you'll never know the reward you get when a little athlete runs their guts out, finishes third, and runs over to you with the biggest smile on their face and throws their arms around you. And yes, in all this perfect world order, we're not supposed to touch anybody anymore, but what are you going to do? You're going to throw your arms around them and love them and hope that they get to reach their potential.
All right, so there you go. Hopefully you enjoy that. Make sure you check out the Special Olympics. They've changed their date this year, so check them out on August 29th. You can go to truckride.ca to learn all about them. And big thanks to Podcastathon for putting this on and helping us promote our charities of choice. Have a good day, everybody. We will see see you next time.
This has been another episode of the Lead Pedal Podcast. For more information or to subscribe to the podcast, visit theleadpedalpodcast.com and be sure to follow the podcast on Facebook and Twitter.